Good morning, peep. Beautiful day here. Actually, it is cooler than I expected. It's right now it's like maybe 60, which is nice. Hey, when it's sunny and 60 degrees at 9 a.m., who would not like that kind of weather, right? And then I'm sure by 2 p.m. today it's gonna be like 75. So it's a kind of day that make people like me love living here in Florida. Yes, it's too muggy in August and September. Yes, yes. But overall, my kind of weather right now. All right, so let's take a look. I didn't bother to launch a chat last night. What's the point? All right, the market is what it is. I have already expressed many of my opinions in the chat group to make it very clear of what my thinking was, and it has not changed. Okay. It has not changed. All right, so let's take a look. Bitcoin is stalling here, and yesterday I discussed that I am debating on whether to sell. Okay, and the big guy agreed with me that it does not look promising, even with all of the hypes, talk about Ukraine, Russia using Bitcoin, all of that, okay? If it's not clear to people that love Bitcoin or invest in Bitcoin or trade Bitcoin, if it's not clear by now that, there's a lot of things to be said about, all the on-chain data, supply on the exchange, all of that. It means nothing when it comes down to how low the supply is. There are sellers, okay? There are sellers out there for whatever reason. They are not waiting, they're not hodling, they're not dreaming to go to the moon. This I don't like to see. If for those that watch me enough, you hear me talk about the double wick. Look, okay? When you have this kind of move 2 days in a row, that's not good. Okay, that's not what I want to see. I don't want to see a rejection like this. Okay, so I'm watching this very closely. All right, would I bail out at the low of day yesterday at 43.4? You betcha. Okay, I will be watching closely, and if we have another one of those sideways nonsense that show weak sauce, I will get out around 43.4, 43.5, whatever it is. Okay, I will book my profit, take my 10%, 12%, 15% gain that I bought back in 36 and be happy. There will be another time to buy it back. All right, there is no reason to sit around. If it has not pumped past the 200-day moving average after all of this, what else can motivate the hodler to not sell and drive the price higher? You tell me. Okay, what else? What is left for the hodler? All right, give me a second here. I need to open up my Google. All right, so that's Bitcoin. The big guy agreed with me that Ethereum's sell point is coming up. Okay. Ethereum. Okay, he agreed with me. Between 3,100 and 3,200 is the exit point. Same thing here. This double weakness, weak sauce here. Okay, not look promising. Okay, I don't care what people say, how many Russian or Ukraine are downloading wallets and this and that. This price action, poo-poo, dog shit. Nothing to be bragging about. Okay, so anybody want to brag about how great crypto is, yeah, it doesn't suck, but at the same time, it's weak, weaker than it should be for all of those that think that inflation this, inflation that, crisis this, crisis that. Well, guess what? Too many sellers, too many people that don't really believe in Bitcoin going to the moon or crypto going to the moon, regardless of what they're saying, okay? Don't buy the hype, buy the technical, okay? As the big guy told me last year, trade Bitcoin like you would trade a stock. Don't listen to the narrative. It's nothing but nonsense. I'm glad I did. Nothing but nonsense. All right. Finally got my Google open. All right, people. If you have any question, anything specific, go ahead and let me know. Oh, today is Powell. Today is Powell talking. I forgot about that. Staying on course. Okay. But here it is. Staying on course does not mean that he's going to raise rate by 50 basis points. He could only be raising it by 25 basis points. Okay, so I think the street has already bet on that, because look at TLT. Look at TLT. If you are bullish, if you're bold and bought TLT down here, you better sell here. Okay, you better sell here, because what more do you want? This week, yesterday, tell you, get the F out, take your profit and be happy. TLT has already moved to show you that the Fed, down here, TLT was banking on 10-year yield to be 2.1%. Right now, it's back to almost 1.6, right? So what more do you want? Okay, this market is whatever people on CNBC have been saying for the past month, that, oh, the Fed is going to raise rate 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 10 times. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen, okay? The Fed is not raising rate 8 times. Goldman Sachs even predicted 11 times 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, before this whole mess happened, Goldman Sachs predicted the Fed is going to raise rate 11 times. How ludicrous is that? Does anybody believe that the Fed is going to raise rate 11 times? How about 9? How about 8? How about 7? How about 6? How about 5? I think the Fed is going to raise at best 4 times. 25 basis points each time. And we're going to have rate rise to 1%. As far as the Fed fund rate, okay? That's my prediction. So I think he's staying the course, but he's not going to be doing 50 basis point in 2 weeks. That's when it's supposed to be taking place, right? So by staying the course, what he's saying is he is still going to cut back printing money, right? They plan to go down to 0 by next week as far as buying assets, printing money. So the printing will stop sometime soon. And then, and then we will have what we have. I'm okay. I'm okay with what the Fed said as far as, staying the course. What else can he say? If the Fed says something like, oh my God, we are going to, change our mind, it will freak out the market even more. Okay, so it's all right. He's doing what he has to do. Okay, let's go down the gamut of, I'm trying to do something at the same time, texting my brother. So pardon me. The big guy did tell me that JPM for him, if JPM finish higher than 140, he will go bullish on JPM, okay? Because this would be a rejection of anything lower. That's how he interprets the chart. So he understands the fear. And as far as oil, I asked him about oil. He is the big guy was bullish on oil when it was zero, when it was negative. He was bullish on oil. Okay, he was bullish. He predicted. I wish I saved some of those texts that he sent me. He was predicting oil going to 100 6 months ago. He was right. He was ultra bullish and ultra long on oil all the way up until this week. He is booking his gain in oil, but he's not shorting yet. Sure, we can stay high because of the Ukrainian thing, but for him, when the Ukrainian issue is resolved and oil dip to 100 and below, he will start shorting oil. Okay, that's his play. So for those that wonder if it's time to short oil, he is waiting for the Ukrainian thing to resolve. And when oil spiked down to 100 or less, he will start shorting all the way down to 80. That's his play. Okay, so if you want to know what the big guy is thinking about oil, that's what he's doing. Now, as far as Jetblue, all the airline getting crushed, guess what? Does anybody understand the reason why transportation is getting beat up from airline to UPS to FedEx? All of them are getting beat up, okay? There is no secret that they're getting beat up. Because high oil price, okay? High oil price, the computers, the hedge funds, Wall Street, think very binary, okay? They don't care if what's going on is short term. They care that this is what history is telling them, and they are going to react the same way they have to. High oil, sell or short transportation because the cost of fuel is going to be hurting margin for the UPS, the FedEx, the airline. Okay, that's why. Regardless of what the demand is, regardless if we are going from a pandemic freeze in the airline to a booming demand, they don't care. Okay, so I'm not scared of my JetBlue position. I will wait for oil to start to go down to add a whole lot more. Okay, so that's my play on something like JetBlue or airlines that I like. I like JetBlue the most. I talk about that. As far as UPS, what would I do on UPS? Would I touch UPS here? It's if you want to buy UPS, I would say down here, right? Between 202 and 203, 204, that's a good spot to nibble if we have a scare and a dip down there. But this look promising, okay? For UPS to be holding up fairly decent with high oil, it's doing good. It's doing good. Okay, so nothing to be super scared about UPS. FedEx is faring much worse because it's a shittier company. Okay, the downtrend is ugly. UPS is near the all-time high. UPS is way better than FedEx, but FedEx, same thing here. It hit the downtrend and rebound. So same thing here. Okay, it fared decent. I'd rather buy UPS, but if you like to dabble in FedEx down here, between here in this zone, not a bad thing if you have a decent time horizon. Okay, so keep in mind what we have right now is something very difficult for the market, right? So nothing to be completely fearful about. I'm not super duper worried. correct, Joel. Many airlines are hedged with oil, but Wall Street doesn't care. Okay, Wall Street are programmed to think, you know, very binary in many things. Okay, it's silly, but it is what it is, and you just gotta stand aside because that's what they're doing. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. UAL ugly, Delta ugly. Even though Delta finally get to a ref low, look, this could be the spot. Okay, if you want airline and you don't want to do JetBlue, right here might be a spot. Okay, Delta might have got to the bottom. Heavy volume, hit the same low. Okay, so this is it. This is it for Delta. It needs to hold here. I think it'll be okay. The other airlines safe. Oof, ugly. Okay, so that's clear on what we think about airline. Let's go through the FANG, the thing that people like. Facebook. Okay, nothing to worry. Amazon, struggling. Okay, if you trade Amazon, you know I have been talking about the 20 MA is a big problem. Yes. Is it a wonder? Is it a wonder? Okay, so I wouldn't buy here. Heck no. Heck no. If you didn't sell Amazon like I did, I'm not sure what you're thinking. But hey, it is what it is. Google 2685. Tough spot for Google, right? Tough spot here. I talked to the big guy. He agreed with me. This is very tough. So would I sell some Google up here again? Yes. Okay. I don't need to see this 3 times to tell me, let's not be stupid. You bought some Google down here. Take the small profit up there. It is pointless to fight. Okay. Would I sell Google at 27.20? Between 27.20 and 27.30? Would I sell? Yes. And buy back in a 2600. I take the $50 swing any given day on Google. Take the 2% swing. So I'm not going to be stupid. Not 3 days in a row. Okay. So I got my eyes on you, Google. Okay. I'm watching you. I'm not going to let you go up, wick up, and then give back all the gain. I would be in and out. Okay. The FANG, Netflix, of course, is part of FANG. It's okay. It's going sideways. That's fine. If you want to nibble Netflix, I'm okay with that. How about Microsoft? Microsoft. Oh, tough spot here. See, I'm telling you, these moving average are an anchor on these stocks. So same thing here with Microsoft. If it get back to 297, 298, I'm selling. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and wait and get frustrated. Markets open. All right, let me go to my account, put in some orders because like I said, I'm gonna not miss out on this trade because I'm talking and not seeing. E-Trade, logging on. Should have done that before I launched the chat. Okay, all right. Microsoft, 298. Okay, right there, 297.84. So I'm gonna put an order to sell half my Microsoft right there. 298. So any big wick up, I would not hang around, not for some of those shares. Same thing with Google. Google, where are you? You are, geez, barely 26.85. Well, guess what? My order will be in at 27.25. Okay, 27.20, right there. See, yesterday it went as high as 27.24. So put in an order. I'm not gonna sit around. Profit is profit. Take it. Even if it's 50 bucks, I'm taking it. Would you rather take 50 bucks profit or throw away 50 bucks in the garbage? I think I take the 50 bucks. Okay. Limit. Gee, Google's already went down. Duh. 27.24. Okay. Order's in. Order is in. Gotta do it. Gotta put in the order. Let's see. Your question is on GSX. GSX. What the heck is GSX? Is that did you type in something wrong? Because I don't know if there's anything called GSX. McDonald's. Yeah, if you bought McDonald's down here at 238, 240, you're right. McDonald's okay. Like I said, I don't have any problem with McDonald's. All that fear about Russia, McDonald's in Russia, not worried about that shit. Okay, not worrying about that at all. I'm still putting in order, so bear with me as I layer in my order, because you gotta do it. Gotta do it. Okay. Okay. JWN, not something I follow. No, no dice, no dice. Okay, this if you in Nordstrom and you don't want to, if you don't get out here or up here, be prepared to be disappointed. Oh, Glaxo Holding, Glaxo. It's GSK, not GSX. No man's land. No man's land, and I wouldn't touch it. Where would I buy? Down here, 40 down here. Okay, right now it's in no man's land. All right, there's no reason to buy here. Leave it alone. No reason. Risk reward, meh. Let's take a look at retail. Target. Like I said, yesterday selling at 226 was for the winning. Okay. What more can I say? What more can I say? Selling Walmart at 137 is for the winning. Okay. It's if you trade enough, follow the chart pattern enough, you should know. Okay. If you don't know by now, you should know. Walmart gave you the blueprint. If you think that you are smarter than the market, good luck. All we do is trying to front run the market. Okay, we're trying to front run what the market's gonna do, what the computer's gonna do. Okay, so Home Depot, nothing to worry there. If you buy Home Depot down here, congratulations. Would I sell? No, but what would I do? Here we go. Remember, if you bought on this big move here and you caught the low, congratulations, but then what should you do? Move your stop here. Next day, here. Next day, here. Okay, so move your stop up. Do nothing is nothing but stupid, okay? Do it. Move your stop. Dick's Sporting Goods surprised me yesterday. It's still surprising to me today, holding up. Nike. Yesterday was ugly, but if you bought the dip yesterday on Nike, all right. All you need to do is make sure you have your stop here, okay? Because it wick once, it wick twice. You don't want to see below that wick, okay? So at least have your stop there to minimize the pain. How about chips? Let's go to chips. Qualcomm. All right. Chips doing okay. How about Nvidia? All right. Yeah, nothing there to worry about. Nothing to be excited. Texas Instrument. My order to sell is coming up. All right. I will sell here. I'm gonna move my order down, okay? Because look at this. This 20 MA is looming over Texas Instrument, and it has been, sellers has been jumping ahead of the computers selling here. See that? So yeah, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna squeeze an extra $1 per share, especially when I was buying Texas Instrument 162, 163, 164. Yeah, I will sell here. Enough of this nonsense. Texas Instrument, I will take half at 169. Sell. Half. 169.13. That's my price. Change. My previous order was 171, but it ain't gonna happen. Okay, let's not be silly. I'm selling half at 169.1. And it should trigger soon, and it just did. I'm out of half of my Texas Instrument. Book the gain. Take the gain. Palo Alto should do well, I'm guessing. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Well, if you didn't book your gain at the all-time high, not sure what you're doing. You know where your stop should be? Your low of today. Have your stop right there, okay? If you don't have your stop there, don't be crying when it's back down here, whenever the crisis is over. No, it's not a gap and go. No. It's not a gap and go whatsoever. No, it's not a gap and go. Not when it went sideways for 3 days. No, it's not. It's not a gap and go. Hell no. Look to me, it's a gap and slide. That is not with all. See, this is the same thing with Bitcoin. With all the positivity news, everything is pointing that everybody should be pouring money, bidding these things up, and it does this. If everything is in the tailwind pushing the stock and it's doing this, what do you think is going to happen when that tailwind is gone? You think it's going to go up higher? Effing no. Okay, so same thing with Bitcoin. That's why I am set to sell Bitcoin. All that tailwind and you can't get up higher? Come on, right? 44,225. Yeah, you betcha. I'm going to have my window open to sell. All right. What more can the Bitcoin bro want as far as news that can push Bitcoin to a new level away from the resistance? What more? Nuclear? Right? So yeah, it's pushing, it's making a move. Okay, Bitcoin is making an early morning move to see if it can break the resistance. So let's see. I'm watching it. I will have my order ready at 44.5. I'm gonna put in an order right now. Hell no, would I wait? I don't believe in this move whatsoever. Sell another portion of my trading share. Order in at 44,500. Almost there. Oh, I'm gonna change it to make it 45,000. Right on the nose, 45,000. Place sell order. There we go. Keep going. I will be out of another portion of my trading position. I might regret. That's a nice candle. Okay, that's a nice candle, but my order is in at 45. So right there, basically, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna complain. Not when you paid 36,000 just 3-4 days ago. Come on. I'm a trader. All right. Anything else I need to talk about? How about Starbucks? How about McDonald's? McDonald's. We already talked about Starbucks doing okay. Darden. No man's land. Nothing to do there. Cake. Oof. If you're in cake, you better watch out. Okay. You better watch out. It better hold here. Okay. Key conversion here between the 100 and the 20. It better hold here, or you're gonna see next level and lower. So cake better hold. Forward. Ooh. You better sell some. That's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go into my account and sell some. I'm not doing nothing on forward. Let's go. I thought I had an order there, but let's see. Let's see, where's my order? Is it there? I know I put an order in, but maybe it's just above it. Forward. Yeah. You betcha I'm selling. My order was at the 18. I put the order in, when the 20 MA was higher a couple days ago, last week. But now that the MA is coming down, so I'm not gonna keep it at 18. I'm gonna move it down and place my order. And as you just heard, it sold out 17.8. I bought it at my cost was below 14, so nice gain. Apple, what would I do with Apple here? Apple doing good. Okay, Apple had a nasty day here. If you bought down here, congratulations. But it's riding the 100 MA. Okay, the 100 MA was a good support here, as you can see, 4 days in a row. So if we have resolved over Ukraine issues, can Apple run up there again to 175? Yeah, but for sure, I will start taking profit at 169, 170. Okay, so if you're in the Apple, no reason to be fearful. No reason to be fearful here. Apple's doing okay. Okay. Look like Amazon's down. Go is down. Interesting. Go is down, but GDX is down. Is that a foreshadowing, or whatever term you want to use it, that the fear on Ukraine is lessened. Amazon is down to 3,009. Amazon. Yeah, it's in no man's land. Okay, where would I buy Amazon? I would love to buy Amazon below 3,000, but not low enough. Okay, not low enough. How about healthcare? We haven't talked about healthcare. Anthem. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. Healthcare, great area to invest in and trade. Okay. Oh my goodness. UNH. Rocking. XLV. Yeah. It's back to where my brother and I sold. Okay, we bought at 125, we sold at 130. So yeah, but Anthem has been a great stock to trade forever. Okay, if you hate paying high insurance, do what I do. Trade Anthem or UNH, because that's how you can make up the high premium you gotta pay for your insurance. Profit off Anthem stocks. Oh, CRM. Earning came out. Not good. Okay, this is not what I want to see. I'm very disappointed in the way CRM behave. Very disappointed. Okay, what did I do? What did I just do? Okay, this is weak sauce here. You can't. It got over the 20 MA and it backed right down. That sucks. Okay, great earning. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Out of all the stock that I own that have great earning, this is another one of those that, high multiples, the machine is not biting, okay? But this is weak. This is disappointing here. Sure, I think the bottom is in, right? I'm not worrying about, CRM going down here, but at the same time, great earning, raise guidance, and you can't do this. You can barely hold on to the gain. Weak sauce. Extremely weak sauce. Okay, very disappointing on that move or lack thereof. Booking, yeah, doing well. Finally, Tesla showing more life than I thought it could. Wow, Tesla. Okay, so Tesla is doing right there. It is right at that point of contention and is trying to fight through it. It's a no touch for me. Okay, I'm not touching Tesla, not a chance in hell. But I know the big guy like to see Tesla rest on the 20 MA. If Tesla can rest over the 20 MA, the big guy will turn bullish on that. Okay, so keep that in mind. The day is young. Okay, the day is very young. So we're barely into 20 minutes of trading. So all the exuberant can be wiped out pretty quickly. Google's doing okay. Tesla, Booking. Let's see Booking and Airbnb. Booking. Woo! If you buy Booking yesterday, congratulations. It was ugly. Okay. See, this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing that is so hard for many people to stomach, right? You see this ugly, but see, trust the chart. Okay, trust the chart. This spot has been here 3-4 times now. 1, twice, 3, 4. Okay, so trust the chart. Have some conviction. Don't be too scared. Airbnb doing well. Wow, Airbnb, what a move. Okay, what a move. So yeah, if you bought Airbnb, I bought a little bit. Wow, yeah, it's doing good. Is there anything else I need to talk about? If there's nothing else, I'm gonna call it quit. Let's take a look at drug stock before we go. Pfizer, doing good. Doing good. Pfizer Pfizer? How about FV? Holding strong. Amgen. Trapped right there. So no touch Amgen until you see 220 or 217. Okay, so we wait. We wait. RSX dipped down to 7 and now back to 81. Yeah, I mean, for those that gamble with RSX like I am and some other people and the big guy, it's gonna be crazy for the next few days until this whole thing is resolved. Okay, so not much. I threw in $880 on my 100 shares, and it can go to 0. That's fine. You know, it's a complete gamble. Okay, it can be either a loss of $880 or it can be a double or a triple. Risk reward, once again, okay, think about that. Risk reward, you can lose 800, 900 bucks or make twice, 3 times that much. It's worth risk reward, okay? It's worth it for me. I won't tell you to do what you want to do, but for me, it's worth it. What else? We already talked about booking. We talked about drug. XBI. How about XBI? XBI's holding the line, okay, which is fine. Nothing there. Oh, how about Starbucks? Starbucks rebounding from all that Russian fear. Yeah. How about banks? Look, Morgan Stanley. 88. Okay. Bank of America. All right. JPM. So far, not enough for my guy to be bullish. He wants to see 140. Okay, he wants to see 140 for him to turn bullish and go in on JPM. Wells Fargo down here, 48, 49. That's the spot. Okay, that's the spot. If you're patient on Wells Fargo, who knows? Okay, but down here, not a bad spot. Risk reward is favoring along in Wells Fargo. Pepsi. All right, it's in no man's land. No need to do anything there. Okay, no need to fear. How about Tarjay? Tarjay, look at that. Yeah. No. I can't think of anything else. Oh, of course, Disney. Yeah, I mean, it's meh. How about RCL? Oh, all the cruise line getting beat up. Same thing here, high energy, okay? All those ships use a lot of oil. Lots of oil. So yeah, it's another one of those high energy consumption that the market doesn't really like, okay? So how about casino? I like Win, got beat up, but okay, all right. Look at that move, okay? So if you're confident that the recover is in play and you want to have exposure to casino, either Win or MGM, the best of the best, okay? Go with the best of breed. See, MGM, riding, okay? MGM is just a good one too, all right? I like Win, but hey, I don't hate MGM here either, okay? Very good here. Good, solid support right here. So if you want casino recover play, this is it. Take your pick, MGM or Win. Netflix. I thought I talked about Netflix already, but let's take a look again. I think I said do nothing. It's in, it's riding sideways. I talked about it already. There's nothing to be concerned there. Roku, yeah, resistant time. Okay, Not a fan of Roku. Out of all of those streaming service, Roku, nah. You like Peloton? Anyone trade Peloton? Remember, I call this move bullshit about, oh, Amazon is gonna buy Who bought that nonsense? Who bought this nonsense thinking that Apple or Amazon is gonna buy Peloton? Why? 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 Because somebody on CNBC say so? Nonsense. Okay, you bought Peloton 35 to 37, 38 because you believe in the bullshit. Well, you deserve to get your head chopped off, losing a third of your money. Deservingly so. Nonsense. If I was any company that was looking at Peloton, you know what I would do? I let it go bankrupt. It's going to go a lot lower. I mean, is it worth a trade at the low? Yes. But why would I pay? Why would I buy a premium for Peloton? Why? Zoom. Resume ugliness. I don't care what the number says. I don't care. Same thing with T-Doc. Yeah, if you bought T-Doc and that bounce, that gap, see this gap, and you didn't sell, what the heck were you doing? Did I talk about that? I'm pretty sure I did. I said you gotta get out. Right now it's revisiting the gap. Gap and go? No. Gap and slide. It did. Garbage. Okay, I don't care what anybody talk about T-Doc. T-Doc is a more solid company than would be around. Peloton, I don't know. AXP, big fan of AXP. I'm telling you, if you, oh man, that was, hey, would I still buy AXP here? Absolutely. Okay, yeah. Buy AXP on weakness off the 50 MA. Great company. Great company. Okay, great company. Compared to Visa, compared to MasterCard, those are garbage because of the current situation. Because of company like Affirm. Affirm finally bottom. Look at this ugly chart, okay? Why am I much more bullish on AXP? Because of the people that use AXP, okay? Like it or not, as douchery as it can sound, the people that use American Express tend to be in the higher tiers on the income range. They're not the kind of people that would go and use Affirm, buy it now, pay later, because they're buying shit they don't need. They're buying shit they can't afford. So business like Affirm has no or very little impact on AXP. On top of that, AXP make a lot of money from international traveling. So they benefit more than Visa and MasterCard, okay? So that's why I'm a fan of AXP. They don't rely on broke-ass people that buy shit they don't need and can't afford. I don't need to invest in those areas, even though I like MasterCard and Visa, but that's their problem, is we have a tough economy, and Affirm is not the only company. There are multiple companies that are doing the buy now, pay later bullshit, a lot of them, multiple. And they are taking money away from the PayPal, Visa, and the MasterCard because a lot of broke-ass people are taking advantage of the horrible business model that is buy now, pay later. Horrible, horrible business model. I can't even believe that the government allows something like that to exist. Letting people buy shit on no credit check. Nonsense, utter nonsense. Okay, so look like there are some weakness in Amazon. I'm surprised. I wonder why. Why? Pourquoi? Pourquoi? I think I cover everything I need to cover. But before I go, let me segue into a little bit of political talk. One thing that you don't hear in the media, with all the fear mongering about Ukraine, Russia, sanction, you gotta sell the banks, you gotta sell all these things because they're gonna be hurt. McDonald's, Starbucks, with many hundreds of stores in Russia, there's gonna be backlash, blah 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 blah, right? One of the things I talk about a lot, well, I talked about on my other channel, is greed and motivation, and why communism and liberal wokeness doesn't work, because it stifles innovation. Because men, women, humankind, we are motivated by greed more than many other things, okay? We're not motivated by do good, by being charitable. No. We are motivated first and foremost with greed first. And then we get rich, and then we're trying to be nice and give back, okay? That's how many people are. So Russia, through hundreds of, well, since 1918, whatever it is, since 100 years ago, communism has stifled innovation and creativity in Russia for a century. Yeah. For as large of a country that Russia is, okay, large, very large. Do you know the GDP? Do you know the GDP of Russia is smaller than a couple of states in America? Yeah. Okay, so all that worry about how the sanction in Russia is going to bleed into corporate earning this and that. Texas, California, New York has bigger GDP than Russia. Italy, the tiny little country of Italy, has higher GDP than Russia. South Korea has bigger GDP than Russia. Okay? So keep that in mind when you hear all this fear mongering about, oh my God, all this corporate earnings is going to be impacted. It's utter nonsense. Okay? Is it going to be impacted? Yes. I'm not saying none, but like Booking talk about this. Low single digit. And people freak out selling things 20%. It's just fear mongering, naive, ignorant. The people that sell on fear, you should be thankful. They are giving you opportunity to profit. Oh, my Bitcoin order went through? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Indeed, it did. It's filled. Yay me. Okay, yay me. No worry. So far, I have sold 75% of my trading share that I bought last week, between 35 and 36. Okay, so I'm not regretting one bit to let go of 75% of that. Take the profit. Before I go, let's take a look at ETH, Ethereum. All right, so keep my eye closed on that, because like I said, gotta sell up here, 3,200. All right, we're not gonna sit around. Alrighty, people. Hopefully you take what I said about the size of Russia into context of what all the fear mongering about this and that is. Is it wonder why Bitcoin didn't go a heck of a lot more? You know, it's not that big. It's not like there are trillions of rubles from Russian to pour into anything. They are very poor. They are not a very modernized, wealthy. They're not. When the last time you buy anything that was made in Russia? Okay, when? I joked with my brother last week, 2 weeks ago, when this whole thing started. I'm just like, Sure, sanctioning oil is the only thing that will hurt them. Otherwise, they're selling nothing. They're exporting what? Caviar? And those big fur hats? Right? They're not selling cars. They're not selling computers. They're not selling, it's a very tiny economy. South Korea has a bigger economy for a country that is the size of New Jersey. No, well, bigger than New Jersey, but you know what I mean. It's ridiculous, okay? Any kind of nonsense that CNN and Fox want to throw out there because, oh my God, the sanctioning is going to hurt corporate earning, it's a joke. It's low single digits. All right, so that's my take on this whole nonsense. But like I said, utter nonsense equal opportunities for people that think clearer. All right, people, time to enjoy the day.